Hi, everybody, and welcome to the 5th episode of Season 3 of the Lansing USD 469 Lion Podcast. I'm Miles Azzeh, your Director of Teaching and Learning.
And I'm Sharon Burns, the Director of Communications and Marketing. We're here to bring you the latest news, updates, and highlights from across Lansing USD 469.
Yep, whether you're a student, a parent, or part of our incredible Lansing USD 469 team, we're glad you're here.
And we are excited to share some employee spotlights, academic spotlights, and to give a few district-level updates and reminders.
Let's jump right in.
Let's do it. So in honor of February 14th.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yes, happy Valentine's Day to everyone.
Is that what
No, it's also Emergency Services Appreciation Day.
Of course it is.
Yes.
I knew that.
Yes. So on February 14th, we appreciated Mr. Kevin McCarley, our Director of Emergency Preparedness. So thank you, Kevin, for all you do.
And happy Valentine's Day.
And happy Valentine's Day. And the timing of this is actually perfect because last week we held a tabletop reunification exercise that Kevin organized and did an exceptional job with our crisis team.
Yep, and a crisis team, who does that make up?
Yes, so the crisis team would be all of our administrators, so our principals and directors. Our mental health team is represented by Christine Basel, who leads that. We also have Brian Burns, Director of Technology, Jim Slapper, Director of Transportation, Julie Fink, Director of our daycare, and Doug Carter, Director of Facilities. Am I forgetting anyone?
No, I think you got everybody.
I think everybody, yes, and myself.
And it was good that we're all there so we can be on the same page because that was the point of it.
Right.
Kevin did a great job of utilizing Greenbush that we use as a partner for all things, whether any type of PD, and this shows it right here. We're going to talk a little bit more later in the episode, but he brought in Kevin Massey, who came in and talked to us. I really liked, what did you think of like the tabletop exercise?
It was excellent. Yeah, it was excellent. It was the first time I've been a part of it, and basically they bring a scenario for us to talk through for each of our departments how we would handle it. And
go
ahead.
I was just going to say, I especially like that it wasn't, you think crisis, unfortunately, in schools, you always think of the same couple of things, but it was the worst things. It was good to talk about, like, it could be any type of a crisis that we use the word crisis, but it's something that we just need to be prepared for. It doesn't matter what it is.
Disrupts the day, and then we need to get the communication out. So, yeah, it was excellent, and we will be doing these on a regular basis, which is going to be great with different scenarios. And I was super proud because Kevin Massey complimented us on how well we did, especially for our first one. But just in general, he does these all over and just was really impressed with how we handled it, just having not ever done this before.
Yeah, I liked at the beginning when he was asking, like, who's your PIO, which is you, right?
Right.
What is that again?
Public Information Officer.
When he said that, I was like, "Ooh, I don't know. I hope that's not me." And then I found out it was you. I was like, "Okay, good. Yeah, we have that person." But he kept saying that we already had so many. He kept asking, like, "Well, what about this? And how about this?" And we already had so much in place, and that's a testament to you and the district, and making sure that we already have things in line. And Kevin, so
each department did an exceptional job with knowing what their role would be.
Kevin, you deserve this employee spotlight.
Yes, Kevin McCarley,
because it was Valentine's Day. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we do appreciate Kevin. He has a difficult job, and we do appreciate him.
Director of Emergency Preparedness. No, yes. Emergency Services Appreciation Day.
Yes, that was the Appreciation Day, yes.
You're looking at me terrified because you're like, don't go off script. I've already been going off script. So,
yes,
but yeah, seriously, great job, Kevin.
Yeah.
Both Kevins.
Do you want to talk about an academic spotlight now?
Yes, I'm ready to transition. And do me a favor, don't interrupt anything I say like I interrupt you.
Yeah.
All right, so this week's academic spotlight, we're going to do an article about this week.
Yes.
And it's about, so the state has pushed, they have a new initiative called LETRS training. Essentially what it is, it's the science of reading, and they want to make sure that by 2028, all veteran and new teachers get this little golden seal on their certifications or their licenses, and you have to be LETRS certified.
Yeah, so I've seen this, LETRS. It's not letters like the word.
Yes.
What's that acronym stand for?
You know what? That is a great question.
He's typing quickly.
It stands for Language Essentials for Teachers of Reading and Spelling.
Wow.
And so what it means essentially is from PK through 6, or early childhood to 6th grade, the state by 2028 wants all teachers to be LETRS certified, which is that deep idea of the science of reading, and really moving away. We want to start focusing on research-backed instructional strategies about how and why to get students to read and write better. Not to go too deep into it, but we were using different things. For example, balanced literacy, and research has shown that that's not the way. It should be structured literacy. So right now what they're doing is they're focusing on getting all veteran teachers certified and trained on the language essentials for teachers and reading for teachers of reading and spelling, LETRS. But then in addition to that, new teachers that are graduating are also starting to have to take a test before they graduate and have that seal on there. So by 2028, everybody has to do it. And I'm super proud of 3 people that I'm going to focus on. I'm going to be talking about a lot more people here in the upcoming weeks and months of this. But we had 3 individuals from our elementary level, elementary and intermediate, jump in on the opportunity from KSDE to start the training 2 years ago. And those people were Holly Kane, Jennifer Nicholson, and Caroline Reynolds. Holly Kane is an interventionist at LES, and Jennifer Nicholson and Caroline Reynolds are both my instructional coaches, K5. So they jumped into the training. It was kind of a blend of hybrid, synchronous, asynchronous. Sometimes they'd be online, sometimes they'd be on their own learning. And then they had to literally take tests to get certified, and they finished, and they are fully certified in our district.
Awesome.
And I'm super proud of the 3 of them. So shout out to them. So we're going to do a little article about them, and they're amazing, and we're lucky to have them, and they're only going to help our teachers get better as facilitators of this work. So
we're very lucky to have all 3 of them.
Yes, they do so much, but this definitely helps.
Yeah.
So that's my academic spotlight of the week.
I like that. So I'm going to have you jump in with this one too, so you get to talk a lot on this episode.
My favorite thing. What are we talking on this?
Yes.
Oh, PD. Yes. So I'm going to talk about our district level updates this week, which is the professional development day that we had on Monday the 17th, which actually also happens to be today. But people listening to this will be hearing this later in the week. But yes, so we had our PD day. And for people listening right now that are not members of the, not employees of the district, and might want to know what's going on exactly. What do you do during these days? This is our chance to utilize, and this week we did it across the board, Greenbush. Our educational service center that helped us talk about many different topics. So at the elementary level, we did some Greenbush cadre sharing. At the LIS, LMS level, so 4th grade through 8th grade, we had high impact instructional practices from Greenbush come in. Wade Rediker and Robert, I always say his last name wrong, Olshlak. I'm sorry, Robert.
I can't help you with that. I'm sorry.
Chances are he's not listening, so it's fine. I like how you're like, you can't help me. No, I wasn't expecting it. And then high school, they did something called using assessments effectively within a unit of study for student-centered learning, all through Greenbush. In addition to that, our SPED staff, Azzeh organized it that they had a special design instruction through Greenbush, the SLS side of things, specialized learning services. So all in all, it was a great learning day for our staff.
That is one thing I love to highlight when we go to our career fairs is our professional development. And we actually get asked that a lot by students in college getting ready to graduate, which makes me proud of them, knowing the importance of it moving on. And anyone can go and look on our website at our professional development calendar to see what is going on each day that we have those. So yes, good job on leading that.
Yeah, no, it's a team effort. And we made sure also, and we'll talk about this more and more as the podcasts and board meetings, and we'd already talked about it at all our meetings, but we're coming up on our KISA accreditation cycle, and the state cares about these 4 specific fundamentals. So all of our PD on the website is actually aligned directly to that. So whenever you go on there, not only are you going to know what we're doing, but how it's tied to what KISA and the state wants us to do. So I'm proud of our team for coming up with that.
Yes, I am too. So I'm going to shift now.
Okay.
The last few weeks, we've had some fun with some rapid fire questions. As you know, last week was particularly fun.
I enjoyed it.
But we're now going to pivot and include a sound clip from either a staff member or a student about the district on each future episode, which I'm excited about doing. So this week, we asked our elementary school bookkeeper, Miss Anna Broker, what makes Lansing USD 469 a special place to work. And here is her response.
I love the people. I love the job. And it's ever changing.
Definitely.
Never a dull moment.
Yeah, Anna has been with the district for 28 years and is one of the reasons that I personally think that Lansing USD 469 is a special place because Anna is exceptional. I've known her a long time since Brian, my oldest son, started in the district in kindergarten, became friends with her, served on the PTA with her, and she's just wonderful. She's a gem.
I don't have that much of a history, unfortunately, with Anna, except the mere fact that I think that she is lovely, and I absolutely love all 3 of the office ladies.
Oh, yeah.
When I walk into LES, and I remember learning this years ago when they were talking about becoming an administrator, they said make sure that your office staff, specifically your main secretaries, are like really kind, very helpful, always smiling, and we have that across the district because that's the first person people see when they walk in, parents or whoever it is. So I love that office staff. And Anna, thank you so much for being a part of this team.
Yes, it is.
And that's a great way to wrap up the episode, wouldn't you agree?
I would definitely agree.
So for more updates and stories on Lansing USD 469, you can visit us at www.usd469.net.
And if you don't already have it, download the free Lansing USD 469 mobile app on Apple and Android. That app allows you to be the first to know about all the fantastic things happening in our district.
And if you like our content and want to stay up to date on the latest episodes, please follow us wherever you're listening and leave a review to help others find us and learn more about our great district.
We are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, iHeartRadio, CastBox, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, and CastBox.
Wow. All right. Well, it looks like that's a wrap on episode 5 of season 3.
Yes, it is. Yep. Woo.
Thanks for listening. We did that one at the same time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.